Okay, so, hi, my name is Jeannely R, and recently I was asked what mattered to me. So for some reason, I had to think really hard about it because I was like, I don't know, I was confused. But I came up with a couple things. So first off, my family, friends, and my education matter to me like greatly, and it encourages me to do better and succeed. And my friends and family have always been a big factor in my life. They're my support system and the people I go to when something goes wrong. They're always giving me advice and making sure that I'm okay and stable. Having that support system within my friends and family make it easier to focus on my education. As I looked deeper into my assignment, I researched a couple of things that I was interested in. Education in general matters to me, but I didn't know what specific area mattered to me the most. So after a couple of days of searching through the TED videos, I discovered my love and passion for neurology. Neurology is the branch of medicine or biology that deals with the anatomy, functions, and the organic disorders of the nerves and the nervous system. I was always interested in the way things worked and the reason behind something. As I looked further into it, I realized that there was also a name for my exact interest. My exact interest was the study of the human brain and behavior, and this is called neuropsychology. As I watched the TED Talks I chose for this project, I learned several new things about the human brain and our psychological way of thinking, along with the scientific and biological way of thinking. Neuropsychology is studying the structure and function of the brain, which has always been quite fascinating to me. It's an experimental field in psychology in how behavior is influenced by brain function and how neurological disorders come about. Neurological disorders can be categorized according to the primary location they affected. For example, aphasia is a brain dysfunction that affects a person's language skills. This can be caused by an accident where there was major head trauma or illness. The difficulties of aphasia include trouble finding words, losing the ability to speak, read, or write. But to my surprise, aphasia doesn't affect the person's intelligence. Neuropsychology is more of a subspecialty of psychology, and it specializes in the assessment and treatment of a patient with a brain injury or disease. I think it interests me and matters to me so much because so many people suffer from neurological diseases and disorders every day, and there's not many cures for these kinds of things. Honestly, it worries me that so many people have family members, friends, or acquaintances that suffer neurological disorders. Not only does it affect the person who carries the disorder, but it affects their family and friends emotionally. I believe that neurological disorders can and should be cured and treated to the best ability of a surgeon or a doctor. When I get older, I clearly would like to study neuropsychology and learn more about the disorders and find new ways to help people who suffer from these disorders. These disorders can include dementia, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, Tourette's syndrome, narcolepsy, Alzheimer's, and even migraines to an extreme extent. All these have to do with neuropsychology, but that's just a gateway to even more studies of the human brain. Anywhere from behavior disorders and actual mental disorders, such as the most common disorders, which are depression, which affects about 400 million people globally, and schizophrenia, which affects about 21 million people globally. Discrimination can add to the suffering and disability associated with mental disorders, leading to various social movements whose main goal is to increase the understanding and to challenge social exclusion. Neuropsychology means a lot to me because it means that I can help people in a completely fascinating and exciting new way. I can't wait to be at my job and learning to deal with people's disorders and finding new cures for upcoming threats to our brain. I'm glad to have discovered the fact that I'm so passionate about succeeding in my career and helping and impacting millions of people. I believe that neurology and neuropsychology have the ability to change the world for the better, and that more schools should focus on teaching a curriculum with more advanced tools to help students be able to apply skills the way that they will be able to in college, but earlier. If more of our generation practice neurology, we can all make a huge positive impact, and so I guess that's what matters to me. Changing the world for the better through medicine and education.
Bradley